Welcome to the lesson. In this lesson, we're going to cover questions on further logarithms. So let's get started. Given that log 2 is equals to 0.3010 and log 3 is equals to 0.4771, find without using tables or calculators log of 5. So let's begin. We'll go to the solution. So we can start by writing logarithm of 4.5 as logarithm of 9/2, which is the same as 4.5. Another important thing that we need to recall is this rule of logarithm, which states that when you're given log of A divided by B, this one is equivalent to logarithm of A minus logarithm of B. So if we apply this in this question where we have logarithm of 9 divided by 2, this one will therefore be logarithm of 9 subtract logarithm of 2. Then the other thing, logarithm of 9 can be written as logarithm of 9, or this will be written as logarithm of 3 squared, which is 9, subtract logarithm of 2. Now recall also that given logarithm of A raised to power n, this one translates to n logarithm of A, according to the basic laws of logarithms. So if we apply this here, we shall have this log 3 squared will therefore give 2 log 3 minus logarithm of 2. Now having this expression, and we already given log 3 and log 2 in the question, we just need to substitute 2 into logarithm of 3, which is 0.4771 minus logarithm of 2, which is 0.3010. We need to work out this. When you multiply this by 2, you get 0.9542, subtract 0.3010, and this will give, work it out, this gives 0.6532. So that is how you're supposed to work out these. Another thing is very important to show the workings. Remember, you're not supposed to use the calculators or the mathematical table, so it is always good to have the workings. Like you have to indicate how you've multiplied these. 0.4771 multiplied by 2 is 214. This is 5. This is 9. So it is good to indicate these, and also this subtraction is good to indicate that. So it's good to indicate, show all your workings. Remember, you're not supposed to use the calculator or mathematical table. So this is very important. These workings must be shown. So that is how you're supposed to work out that question. Question number 2. Solve for x in log of x plus 5 to the base of 8 minus log of x minus 3 to the base of 8 is equals to 2/3. So one thing before we begin the question, you're supposed to observe that this one is written in logarithmic notation, that is log of x plus 5 to the base of 8. So the odd one out is 2/3. So the first thing is to write 2/3 in logarithmic notation, and this is how we do it. So we let log of a certain number x, the base is 8, that should give 2/3. That is how we express 2/3 in logarithmic notation. So having these, x will be obtained by 8 raised to power 2/3. And when you get these, 8 raised to power 2/3 is going to give 4. So therefore, we can conclude that 2/3 written in logarithmic notation will be log of 4 to the base of 8. That is the first thing. So once we've done that, now we can write everything. So now we have, therefore, we have logarithm of x plus 5 to the base of 8, subtract logarithm of x minus 3 to the base of 8 is equals to 2/3, which you have written as logarithm of 4 to the base of 8. So the second thing, recall that logarithm of a subtract logarithm of b, this is given by logarithm of a divided by b. So this is a basic law of logarithm. So if we apply this in the question that we have, this one will be the left hand side of this equation will therefore be written as a singular log, be x plus 5 divided by x minus 3, everything into brackets, and this is going to give logarithm to the right hand side of 4 to the base of 8. Once we've done that, you observe that we have logarithm on both ends, the left hand side and the right hand side. So at this stage we can drop the logs. If we drop the logs, this is what you have, x plus 5 divided by x minus 3 is going to give 4. Since the base is the same, that is, we can drop that. So now we solve this equation and we get the value of x. So to solve this, we can put this on over 1, then we cross multiply. So x plus 5 times 1, which is x plus 5, is given by 4 multiplied by x minus 3, and this gives x plus 5 is equals to 4x minus 12. So x together, so this gives x minus 4x is equals to negative 12, negative 5, and this gives negative 3x is given by negative 17. So therefore, the value of x, you divide this, will give positive 17 over 3, which you can simplify. This will give 5, 15, and 2/3. So that is how you're supposed to work out that question. Without using tables or calculators, evaluate cosine of 30 degrees, subtract sine of 45 degrees, everything divided by cosine of 60 multiplied by sine of 60 degrees. So that is question number 3. Let's begin with this question. You see what you're supposed to do, or you're supposed to work it out. So since you are not supposed to use the tables or calculators, then you have to obtain the values of this cosine. And what you're going to do, you're going to use two triangles. The first triangle is an equilateral triangle of sides 2. So let us have these. So we're going to have two triangles. So that is the first one. And then we shall have another triangle. So those are the two triangles that you're going to use. So the first one is an equilateral triangle of sides 2. So 2, 2. And therefore all these angles will therefore be given by 60 degrees. That is 60. This one is 60 degrees, and this one is 60 degrees. Then we can divide this triangle along the center there, and this one is a right angle, so that we have this one is 1 and this one is 1. So the height of this triangle will be 3. That is root 3. And this angle will be 30, since it will be bisected, and this one will be 30. Now these two triangles will help us to identify or to evaluate this kind of a question. Now what we require, the first thing we require is cosine of 30. So cosine of 30 degrees. Now we can use either of these two angles that are 30. Cosine is given by adjacent, which is root 3, over the hypotenuse, which is 2. Then we have sine of 45. Now for sine of 45, we're not going to use this equilateral triangle. We use this right angle triangle, of which side is 1, this is 1, and this one will be root of 2. So this is 45 degrees, and this one is 45 degrees. So this one is an isosceles right angle triangle. So from this, the trigonometric ratio for sine of 45 is opposite of hypotenuse, that is 1 over root 2, which you can write as by multiplying both the numerator and the denominator by root of 2. This will be the same as root 2 over 2. The other thing that we need is cosine of 60 and sine of 60. So cosine of 60 degrees will be obtained from either of these angles that we have here. So cosine is adjacent of hypotenuse, so this will be a half. Adjacent of hypotenuse. Then sine of 60 degrees be opposite of hypotenuse, either of these 60 angles here. So opposite, which is root 3 divided by hypotenuse. Now having now those values, the trigonometric ratios, now we can go to the question. The question is cosine 30 minus sine of 45. So when we now replace these, we get these will be root 3 divided by 2. That is the value for cosine of 30. Subtract sine of 45. Sine of 45 up there, sine of 45 is root 2 over 2. Everything divided by we have cosine of 60, which is a half, subtract sine of 60, which is root 3 over 2. So this is what we need to work out. So you can go to the numerator. So from the numerator, this will be root 3 divided by root 2, everything divided by 2. Then we have the denominator. When you work out the denominator, this one is multiplication, I'm sorry. So this is not subtraction, there's a mistake here. So this is multiplication. This is multiplication. From the question here, cosine of 60 multiplied by sine of 60. So this gives root 3 divided by 4. So we can go ahead and get this root of 3 minus root of 2 divided by 2 multiply by, get the reciprocal of this, this will give 4 over root of 3. So we can cancel this by 2 1, this will cancel by 2 2. So we have 2 to bracket root 3 minus root 2, and everything is divided by root of 3. So we can go ahead and rationalize the denominator by multiplying both the numerator and the denominator by root of 3. So we can multiply this by root 3, and down here the denominator we can multiply again by root of 3 to rationalize this. So this will give when you multiply this will give 2 to brackets, this is root of 9, which is 3 minus root of 6, everything divided by 3, which you can continue and give this one as a 6 minus 2 root 6, everything divided by 3. So that is how you're supposed to work out that question. Question number 4, find the value of x given that. This is the question that is given. So let's go to the solution. So the first thing will be to take -1 to the right hand side. So we have logarithm base of 2 x squared minus 2 minus logarithm base of 2. This is half x plus 5 is equals to 1 when you take -1 to the right hand side. Then the second thing we're going to do is to express or write 1 in logarithmic notation, and that will give 1 will be given by logarithm of 2 to the base of 2. Now remember, recall this basic law that logarithm of a to the base of a is 1. So therefore, in our question, we shall have logarithm to the base of 2. This is x squared minus 2. Subtract logarithm base of 2. This is a half x plus 5 is equals to logarithm of 2 to the base of 2. Now once you've done that, also recall that logarithm of a minus logarithm of b is equals to logarithm of a divided by b. So in this case, if you apply this in this question, the left hand side will be given by logarithm of x squared minus 2, everything divided by a half x plus 5, and everything is to the base of 2. Then to the right hand side we have logarithm of 2 base of 2. So at this stage, we can drop the logs from both sides, and when you drop the logs, this is what we remain with. We shall have x squared minus 2 divided by a half x plus 5 is equals to 2. So from here now we can solve for x, and we're going to let this one over 1, then we cross multiply, and this will give x squared minus 2 multiplied by 1 to be that, then 2, this is half x plus 5, so we get x squared minus 2 is equals to, this will give x plus 10. So we organize this equation to be x squared, bring this to this side to form a quadratic equation, negative x, and then this will give negative 12 is equals to 0. So you notice that this is a quadratic equation. So we solve this quadratic equation to get two values of x. So you can use factorization, look for two numbers whose product is negative 12 and their sum is 1, negative 1. So these numbers are negative 4 and 3. So now we can solve this. X squared minus 4x plus 3x negative 12 is equals to 0. When we factorize, this will give x minus 4 plus 3. We are factorizing, so this is x negative, this will give, mirror up this, so this is a negative 4 is equals to 0. So this gives either x plus 3 or x minus 4 is equals to 0. So at this stage, we'll get two values of x. So x plus 3 is equals to 0. So x here will be negative 3, or x minus 4 is equals to 0. So here we get x is 4. So those are the two values of x. Now since you are supposed to find the value of x, I think that is a solution. So there are two values of x. X is negative 3 and x is 4. So that is how you're supposed to work out that question. Question number 5, solve for x in 3 log x base of 3 plus 4 is equals to log 24 to the base of 3. So let's go to the solution. So the first thing is to write 4 or express 4 in logarithmic notation. And this is how you're going to do it. So you say the log of this to the base of 3 for certain number x is given by 4. Therefore, x will be given by 3 raised to the power 4. So therefore, this will give, it will be logarithm of 3 raised to the power 4, which is the same as logarithm of 81. So that is 4. So now we have 3 logarithm the base of 3x plus 4. We obtain a logarithm of, writing that in logarithmic notation, logarithm of base of 3, this is 3 raised to the power 4, is equals to logarithm of 24 base of 3. Now everything is expressed in logarithmic notation. So from there, we can continue, right? These 3 log x, this will be logarithm of x cubed, plus this one we can leave it like that. And then logarithm of 24, the base of 3. Now, recall from the previous lesson about logarithm of a plus logarithm of b is given by logarithm of a times b. That is a basic law of logarithm. So if you apply this one in this question, this is what you shall have. Logarithm at the left hand side written in under one logarithmic notation to be x cubed multiplied by 3 raised to power 4 given by is equals to that. That is, we have used this law, log of a plus log of b is equals to log of a times b. Therefore, the left hand side, log of x cubed plus log of 3 raised to power 4 will be given by this. So at this level, we can drop the logs from both sides. And when you drop the logs, 3 raised to power 4 is 81. So this will be 81x cubed is equals to, we drop the logs, this will be 24. Now we want to get x, we divide both sides by 81. So this will be 24 divided by 81. So this gives x cubed is equals to, so we can simplify this by let's see whether we can simplify this by 3. Yes, by 3. This will divide everything by 3 here. We get 8 divided by 27. And when you get the cube root, of both ends, both sides, you get this one as 2 divided by 3. The cube root of 8 is 2, the cube root of 27 is 3, and therefore this is the solution. That is how we're supposed to work that question.